Good evening. I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for joining us. We start tonight with the Rynor Report. The COVID-19 state of emergency was declared 2 years ago today. A lot has changed in California since then. Mask and stay-at-home orders have mostly been lifted. Vaccines are now available, and some are calling for the state of emergency to end. ABC 10's Morgan Rynor covers all things politics and explains why that is easier said than done.
Chris, Health and Human Secretary Dr. Mark Galley took the time today to reflect on how far we've come in the last 2 years, saying with the knowledge we have now, you should no longer be afraid of what's coming. Rescue California says exactly it's time to end the emergency.
March 4th, 2020.
This is no longer isolated in just one part of our state.
Newsom declares a state of emergency the same day the first Californian, a man aboard the Grand Princess cruise line, dies of COVID-19.
We direct a statewide order for people to stay at home.
These empty streets now bustling with people, arenas filled with fans, mask mandates lifting.
Not over. But certainly we have tools and a level of understanding that should no longer cause us to be afraid of what's coming, but really to be prepared for it.
Tools, Newsom's office said, are provided and streamlined under the state of emergency order. When the governor announced he was dropping all but 5% of his executive actions last week, he said he's keeping the order in place to help with testing, vaccinations, masks, and staffing shortages if a future surge comes our way.
So the governor is being very judicious in terms of not having orders in place that are no longer needed. But the reality is, even though things are so much better now, we're still in a global pandemic.
Democratic Senator Scott Wiener said it's not time to lift the order. Rescue California says, Newsom still has too much power to bypass the legislative process.
Today is the anniversary of Gavin Newsom's grab of executive power. He has relinquished some executive powers in the last few weeks, probably due to the fact that this is now a building problem for him.
Republican Senator Melissa Melendez introduced a bill to end the state of emergency. After many failed attempts to bring it up for a discussion, it has its first committee hearing set for March 15th, Chris.
A rapidly developing story. Of course, stay with us for updates.